Are we ready to open next month?
I think so.
You think so?
Well, it's complicated. Fire protection, first aid supplies, uniforms, safety training, mat services. Oh, and restroom supplies.
So uncomplicated. Call Cintas. They'll handle all of it.
Wow, one company can handle all that? That's not very complicated.
So, you'll be ready?
Oh, we'll be ready.
Oh, I'm ready!
Learn how Cintas can help you get ready for the workday. Visit Cintas.com.
Baseball Dad's number 20.
Hey, Dad, you want to have a catch? I'd like that.
Hey, welcome to Baseball Dads. This is Jason Acquisto, and today, again, we're talking with my son, Anthony Acquisto, age 14. We talk about the season that just ended, the 2017 Major League Baseball season, and we talk about who we'd pick for the individual awards. This week, those awards are being given out: manager, rookie, Cy Young, and MVP. Here's what we think, and see if you agree, see if we got any of those right. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Baseball Dads Pod, Instagram, Baseball Dads Pod, and you can email me, Jason, at baseballdadspodcast.com. So let's look at some things that happened. Let's talk about who we think should win awards. They're going to start announcing MVP, rookie, Cy Young, manager, etc. I'm going to go first on this and say that obviously, to me, it's obvious. The American League MVP should be Jose Altuve, no question. It's not even close.
I agree.
Right?
Hands down.
I mean, the only other possible candidate would be Judge. But I don't think that's even to me, it's not even a close call. Because Altuve does it all, and he does it in a way that is a team leader and just an unbelievable presence in the clubhouse. I can't imagine them being where they were without Jose Altuve.
They wouldn't be.
Of course they would.
They wouldn't have won a World Series without Jose. He's a game changer, to say the least.
To say the least. However, I do think that the obvious choice for American League Rookie of the Year...
Aaron Judge.
What did he hit? 50 home runs?
Guess. Keep guessing.
He hit 59.
Dude, lower.
He hit 51.
52.
He hit 52 bombs. That's the most by a rookie since Mark McGwire, 1987. 49 for the Oakland A's. So, obviously, he's the AL Rookie of the Year. I don't even think anybody else is even going to get any votes for that. But all right, so let's go on. American League Cy Young Award winner. I think there are 4 candidates that are worthy to be talked about.
Throw them out there.
Carrasco, Kluber, Severino, and Chris Sale.
Chris Sale, in case you didn't catch that.
Chris Sale, to me, is the winner. But there's nothing wrong with considering Kluber. Again, for a Cleveland team that won 100 games, that won that amazing 22 in a row, he's the undisputed ace of the team. But Carrasco, too. It's kind of like Maddox and Glavine. It's kind of like both of those guys, to me, are 1 and 1A for the ace. And Severino also is a star pitcher who can do it all. But Chris Sale.
That's who you're on with. Chris
That's
Sale.
my pick.
All right, so I have Corey Kluber's stats pulled up here.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going with. It's Corey Kluber.
Kluber?
Because, when you go 18-4, 2.25 ERA, that's, I think, in my opinion, it shouldn't be a question. You should win Cy Young with that kind of performance. Chris Sale had a very similar year to Corey Kluber. He had a low ERA, 17 wins, and they both performed very poorly in the postseason. So I just think Corey Kluber, just hands down for me, should be Cy Young.
I have no problem with that. I think that any of those guys, have a good case for being the Cy Young winner. So here's one that, to me, is a little bit more wide open. The American League Manager of the Year. And it's weird because 2 of the guys I've got on here don't even have that job anymore. Okay, I've got 3 guys listed. Terry Francona, Joe Girardi, and A.J. Hinch.
I still think the Yankees are stupid firing Joe Girardi. I mean, I see why they did it because he wasn't winning enough, but I don't think that's enough of a reason. I mean, he won a World Series with them. He brought him back into contention this year, brought him within a win of the World Series.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it's something about the younger players maybe don't relate to him, or something about it's got to be something more than just measuring success, because he did a great job, like you said. His record speaks for itself. And he's gotten them there quicker than we thought. They're kind of ahead of schedule for the...
That's a good way to put it, ahead of schedule.
To me, that's, and we're outsiders, obviously, but
right.
A.J. Hinch, I don't know how it could not be him. When you win the World Series, what more could you do? I was like, well, who was the best manager? The one who won the World Series. Is that not, does that make sense?
It does make sense. I mean, Joe Madden won it last year.
Right.
Dave Roberts won,
Dave Roberts won.
Dave Roberts won.
But usually
it should be the guy who wins.
I think.
And if the manager of the year isn't the manager of a team that makes the postseason, then there's something wrong with the award ballot.
What's the award for then, right? Best looking?
A.J. Hinch should, in my opinion, and I think your opinion too, win. He should win manager of the year.
Yep.
Okay, on to NL.
All right, national.
Let's go honorable mentions for each of these.
Honorable mention for MVP in AL is Judge. Honorable mention.
Doesn't have to be, okay. They can be Judge.
It is for me.
I'd go mine as...
Who's your other?
My honorable mention is Mookie Betts.
Oh, Mookie.
Love me some Mookie Betts. And Betts hit .264 only, but he had 24 home runs, 102 RBIs, 26 steals, scored 101 times.
Yeah.
459 slugging percentage.
Great glove.
And all those just led the Red Sox, except batting average.
And when the Red Sox finished first, I mean, it's a great season for the Red Sox. So, who's the Red Sox MVP? It has to be.
It's Mookie.
It has to be Betts. Okay. And then runner-up or honorable mention for Cy Young. To me, it's Kluber, but Kluber is your Cy Young.
So my runner-up is Chris Sale.
Okay. AL rookie. What about what's his name for the Astros?
Yuli Gurriel.
Yeah.
Like a 30-year-old.
Yeah,
rookie.
But still rookie.
He made a rookie mistake in the World Series.
Yeah. But still, he set up a great moment for Yu Darvish to be total class act. So
Yu Darvish is a great guy. He did a great job of handling that.
I know, especially because he wasn't pitching well in the World Series, so he had to kind of show good character along with disappointment in his own performance. So, and then to me, it's Girardi for the Manager of the Year runner-up.
Girardi,
yeah,
runner-up.
All right, quickly we'll look at National League. I feel like half the Rockies lineup could be the MVP. I mean, Charlie Blackmon, Nolan Arenado, those two are real legitimate, to me, MVP contenders. The perennial MVP possibility, Paul Goldschmidt from Arizona, and then 2 guys from the Miami Marlins club, and that's Mike Stanton. Mike Stanton. That's Bobby Bell. Giancarlo Stanton and Marcell Ozuna.
To me, Ozuna's out of the picture. That's just my opinion, but I don't think he's as strong as those other 4.
To me, my pick is Charlie Blackmon.
That's my pick also.
Really? Okay, and I'll tell you what, because he does it all well. He plays a great center field. He hits leadoff. He could hit 40 home runs, but because he functions in the best interest of the team...
He did hit almost 40 home runs.
I know, but he
37.
could be like... It's kind of like Larry Bird, who could have led the league in scoring, but he helped make his teammates better by also passing and setting them up for points.
I don't know how you could say Nolan Arenado isn't a top. I mean, Nolan Arenado is still a contender.
Oh, he is. But he's just my second pick.
Yeah, he's just a beast.
So I'm going to say Blackmon and Arenado is my 1 and 2.
My 1 and 2 would be Blackmon and Goldschmidt. I think Goldschmidt, I don't want to say single-handedly took the Diamondbacks to the postseason, but he had as big a part as Aaron Judge did in the Yankees' success in the postseason. Obviously, the Diamondbacks didn't have that much success, but I mean, if you hit a 3-run home run in the wild card game at home, that's really going to hype up your fan base and everyone rallying behind you. And he's He's the face of the Diamondbacks, and
Yeah, it's true.
he's such an icon.
Also because he's been there a while, and he's a leader because he's seen the bad times, and now is still the leader going into much better days for the Diamondbacks. So a lot of respect for him. National League Cy Young. Again, to me, it's clear. There's only two. You got somebody else in mind?
Nope.
To me, it's Clayton Kershaw, and runner-up is Max Scherzer.
That's me too.
End of story. Clayton Kershaw missed a month, 5 weeks, something like that. Still tied for the league lead in wins with 18. And that's after missing how many starts? I mean, he missed like 5 or 6 starts. So to me, he is the Cy Young winner, hands down. Scherzer is almost Kershaw, but still so good. That's my 1 and 2.
Yeah, Kershaw 1, Scherzer 2.
National League Rookie of the Year. I'll let you go first on this.
All right. I wish I could say Paul DeYoung.
Yeah.
I really, really, really wish I could say Paul DeYoung, but unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately because Cody Bellinger is a great player.
Yeah.
But Cody Bellinger just happened to have 40 home runs this year.
Yeah.
Or 39, but I mean, there's no chance that a guy like Paul DeYoung, who's on a mediocre team,
Any
that
other
didn't
year,
make the playoffs.
Any other year, Paul DeYoung's Rookie of the Year.
Any other year, Paul DeYoung's Rookie of the Year. But when you have a guy, true talent like Cody Bellinger come along, I don't think it's a competition. Cody Bellinger.
No, it's not. It's 1 and 2, Bellinger and DeYoung. But you could hear the Cardinals announcers during the year. They'd say, Paul DeYoung, boy, if it wasn't for Cody Bellinger, he'd be the Rookie of the Year. Yeah, but still, there is Cody Bellinger. So the reality is he'll be the Rookie of the Year, as he should be. Now, looking at the National League Manager of the Year, again, I don't get it. I don't know why Dusty Baker is gone. I'm not even a Dusty Baker fan, but I don't know why he was dismissed. Maybe there's something we don't know. To me, he's a candidate for this award. I know the Nationals can't get over the hump in the playoffs, but still, great job. All right, Joe Madden, Lovulo for the Diamondbacks, and Dave Roberts. I hate to say Dave Roberts 2 years in a row, but that's who I think it should be. Or Lovulo.
So who's your 1-2?
My 1-2 is Roberts Lovulo.
All right, I'm going Lovulo.
Okay.
But when you take him from bottom tier team, like bottom of the barrel in the National League, to a playoff team, I think he should win Manager of the Year.
Is that how you say it, Lovulo? That's the way I always say it.
Lovulo.
Tor Lovulo.
Yep. My runner-up's Dave Roberts. Yeah.
To me, Dave Roberts did a masterful job of bringing guys like Yasiel Puig, kind of getting the best out of him. Well, it was his best year ever. And I think that part of it has to be the clubhouse, the style, and the tone set by the manager to relate to these guys, to get the most out of these guys. And the young guys like Bellinger, too. So, okay, well, whatever happens, that's my pick. And I guess those are not predictions as much as those are that's what we would do. If you think about this past baseball year, this past summer, this was pretty high quality in terms of our own baseball experience. Now, you played a full season of travel, but somehow we still managed to get to 4 major league parks and the Victory Field, AAA, Indianapolis Indians, best minor league ballpark in America.
I mean, when it's like 30 minutes away, I mean, you're going to find a way to go to a few games downtown. I mean, that's as close as you can get for us for professional baseball.
That's
Not
right.
professional, but...
Well, it's still professional. Guaranteed Rate Field, which was a podcast earlier this year, which was super great. Surprisingly great.
Hard to believe Guaranteed Rate was the same season.
I know.
As
Fenway. We went to Fenway this year.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay, well, all right. Guaranteed Rate Field. This is in order of attendance. Okay. And then Victory Field. Great American, we went with the team.
I believe the Nationals. Bryce Harper had 2 home runs. Gio Gonzalez pitched really well.
Yeah.
Gio's my boy, so...
That was fun. And we got to walk to... Great American Ballpark had plenty of good seats available, so the ushers just said, hey, go sit wherever you want, basically.
Our seats were down the third baseline
with
everyone, but then me and a couple of my teammate friends, we sat out in right field for practically the whole game, and then at the end of the game, we came down and sat first row behind home plate because there was no one there.
So did you get a ball at Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago?
No.
Okay, did you get a ball at Victory Field?
I got 2.
Okay. Did you get a ball at Great American?
Yes.
How'd you get that ball?
Tim Adelman toss up.
Nice. How'd you get it at Victory Field?
I got 2. Because Victory Field, it's easier to get minor league baseballs
Yeah.
because minor leagues, not many people come in or care about ball hawking because it's the minor league. So gates opened early, just went out by there was a starter warming up. He wasn't the starter for the game, but just pitcher and catcher throwing, and he just tossed me their warm-up ball. And then we sat behind Rochester's dugout that night, and I just got a ball handed to me, chatted with some of their relievers. So
They were on the bench. You were just talking to the guys,
Yeah.
the bullpen guys.
Twins GM. All right, here's the second message to a Major League GM if you're watching.
Yeah.
Whoever the Twins GM is, I can't think of his name right now. Call up Jake Reed in the bullpen. He's a stud.
He's a good fellow. Well, he's also a nice guy. That's important. So then Fenway is our next, and that was amazing. Amazing. If you're a big baseball fan, you absolutely must go to Fenway. We're Cardinals fans, and I have enough reason to hate the Red Sox. They beat us in 2 World Series this decade, last decade. But the thing is, how can you not appreciate and love the history, the tradition, the legacy? So much has happened there, and it's so great to just sit there at Fenway Park in Boston and soak in the atmosphere. What did you think?
My thoughts are, after going on that whole Boston trip that we went on in July and August, I think I've become kind of a Red Sox fan. I mean, Red Sox are, I say I have like 3 different favorite teams in the AL. Red Sox are climbing up there. I just love the atmosphere at Fenway. Mm-hmm. And like you said, so much history, and we had pretty good seats.
We had good seats.
And just, I love the whole thing they did this year, Win, Dance, Repeat.
Yeah.
So I have a T-shirt of that, actually. We got that at the gift shop.
Pretty sweet.
And then,
how can you not like a team that is so beloved by such a loyal fan base? It's almost something you can't explain. I know if you're a Yankees fan, you can't appreciate that, and likewise. I get that, but still, it's like you said, man, how can you not be a fan of the Red Sox? That's an upcoming episode. I'll talk about a trip to Fenway.
Also got a baseball at Fenway Park.
How'd you get that?
Toss up from the bullpen coach.
Nice. And then the last ballpark we visited was our annual trip to Busch Stadium, which was a great game this year.
Ooh, Tommy Pham!
That was
Thank
a
you,
walk-off.
Tommy!
Such a great moment. A walk-off by Tommy Pham.
We went over Players Weekend, so
Yeah.
we got to see a really great game against Tampa, and we got to, explore Ballpark Village again. It's still my favorite ballpark.
Absolutely.
That tops out Fenway in my opinion, but
still.
Fenway's amazing. But
We got to see the Hall of Fame induction with Mark McGwire, Tim McCarver, and Pepper Martin. That was pretty special.
that was great.
But the game, you go for the game, it was not that good until the walk-off. And that was so magical, so great.
First walk-off I've ever seen
In person.
in person.
So that's great. In a very mediocre Cardinals year, it was definitely a highlight for us. So I guess we've talked long enough.
Got a ball at Busch, too.
You got what?
Got a ball at Busch.
Oh, we got a ball at Busch Stadium, too. How'd you get that?
Another toss-up in the bullpen. Some staff kid
Oh, yeah.
just flipped me a spring training
Nice.
ball.
Okay, well, that about does it. Thanks to my guest, Anthony Acquisto, for joining me. See you next time on Baseball Dads.
Hey, come on, let the kids play.
Let them play! 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 Let them play!
The fuel perks you love just got better. Now with the new Fuel Perks Plus from Market District and GetGo, you can earn perks at the pump too. Use your perks to get up to 20% off any grocery order. Don't worry, you can still get up to 30 free gallons of gas too. Now earn at the pump to get free fuel and free food. All with the new Fuel Perks Plus. More perks, more places, more savings. Learn more at marketdistrict.com/perks. Restrictions apply. See store for details.